Sheikh loves his salikeen. Yes, let me tell you, Sheikh, the salikeen are the spiritual children of the Sheikh. And all authentic shuyukh love their spiritual children more than their physical children. This may be hard for some to understand, but that is the truth in the matter of authentic shuyukh. Is the Sheikh's love more towards his khulafa rather than others? No. Please, and let me continue. And if someone is not having a capability of becoming a Khalifa and guide others, is that person can become most close to his Sheikh? Point one. Let me tell you, the reason we get Bayt is not to become a Khalifa. In fact, to have the desire of becoming a Khalifa is absolutely against the very principle of Tasawwuf. And those who want to become Khulafa are absolutely unqualified not only to become Khalifa, because this is shirk, that because you've not then entered for Allah's nisbat and Allah's love, you've entered the silsila to become a Khalifa, to satisfy your own ego or to get a position or status. So, first of all, please remember and correct yourself that we're not in this silsila to become a Khalifa or a Sheikh. We're here to become a Sahib in Nisbat, to be connected with 24/7 with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Secondly, the Sheikh loves all his students, whether Khulafa or not. Now, as per the hadith, if you remember, Janab Muhammad Rasul Allahﷺ said, whoever does taqwa is closer to me no matter where he lives. So, Abu Jahl was in Makkah, wasn't he? So do we say he's close to Rasulullah ﷺ? Or Abdullah bin Ubay, the munafiq? So he's a munafiq. Apparently he's a Muslim. Apparently, though he's a munafiq. But he lives in Medina. He lived in Medina during the time of the Prophet ﷺ, died there. But is he close? Or is Uwais Qarni rahmatullah alayhi close? The Prophet ﷺ states with clarity that he who practices taqwa, the more taqwa one has, the more closer he is to the Prophet ﷺ. So similarly, he who adheres to the Sheikh's instruction, which are primarily and basically a guidance towards the Shariah, and tries to bring Shariah to his own life, in his own practice, and he who is respectful, adab is very important in all, especially some mashayikh, awliya karam say that tasawwuf, this line of tasawwuf, spirituality is nothing but adab. So he, who a student also, a salik also, who tries to practice taqwa, and for that he obeys his Sheikh, and like once Hazrat Maulana Shamsur Rehman Abbasi Damat Barkatum Ali in his discourse said that to progress, ittibai Sheikh, ittilai Sheikh, and love of the Sheikh. Ittibai Sheikh, ittilai Sheikh, and the adherence to whatever the Sheikh says without any doubts. There was another thing he used, another terminology which I forget, which was basically ittibai Sheikh, but this part B was without any ifs and buts. Just like the Sahaba, when Prophetﷺ asked on the day of Arafah, what day is it? The Sahaba knew what day it was. But they said, no, Allah and the Prophet ﷺ knows better. Though this was adab. Maybe Allah and the Prophet ﷺ desire to change the name of the day or the name of the month or whatsoever. And whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet ﷺ used to say, Sahaba used to, without any questions, not only accept it, but accept it with their heart. So ittibai Shaykh to that extension. Second is ittilai Shaykh, to keep him updated about your halats. And the third is the love of the Shaykh. So anyway, to be brief, the Shaykh, for him, all his disciples are equal, but obviously those who adhere to the Shariah, those who obey him, those who take guidance from him, and because every teacher loves to see his students progress. But for the student to progress, he must obey the teacher. So when a teacher sees that my student is obeying me and progressing, there's nothing more satisfying for the teacher. So don't worry about it. And Tasawwuf has nothing, or your closeness to Allah has nothing to be, you are becoming Khalifa. And and remember, Khilafat is basically administrative responsibility. The target is to become a Sahib-e-Nisbat for every Salik who gets married. That is actually what we've come for. Khilafat is an administrative duty. Like somebody who's an excellent doctor, but he's not a good teacher, so he may not be teaching at the medical college, but doesn't mean that he's not a good doctor. In fact, when one goes to a medical college, he does not go there to become a teacher, he goes there to become a doctor. So by all essentiality, the idea is to become a Sahib-e-Nisbat.